Hello, dear listeners, and welcome back to Book Summary 5, the 5-minute summary channel. I'm Sammy, your host. Today, we're diving into Dracula by Bram Stoker, published in 1897. This Gothic horror novel introduced the iconic character of Count Dracula and has become one of the most famous and influential vampire stories in literature. Let's dive into the key events and storylines so you'll feel like you've read it cover to cover. Dracula begins with Jonathan Harker, a young English solicitor, traveling to Transylvania to help a nobleman named Count Dracula purchase an estate in England. Harker is initially impressed by Dracula's hospitality, but he soon realizes he is a prisoner in the castle. As he explores the castle, Harker discovers disturbing secrets, including Dracula's ability to scale walls like a lizard and his lack of reflection in mirrors. Harker also finds himself under threat from 3 seductive female vampires, known as the Brides of Dracula. Dracula leaves Harker trapped in the castle and travels to England with boxes of earth from his homeland, which he needs to regain his strength. Meanwhile, Harker escapes and makes his way back to England, but he is deeply traumatized by his experiences. In England, Dracula begins his reign of terror. His first victim is Lucy Westenra, a young woman who is engaged to Harker's friend, Arthur Holmwood. Lucy's health deteriorates rapidly, and her close friend, Mina Murray, who is also Harker's fiancée, becomes increasingly concerned. Dr. Seward, Lucy's suitor and the head of a lunatic asylum, calls upon his mentor, Professor Abraham Van Helsing, for help. Van Helsing quickly realizes that Lucy is the victim of a vampire and takes measures to save her, including blood transfusions and placing garlic around her room. Despite their efforts, Lucy succumbs to Dracula's influence and becomes a vampire. The group, now including Harker, Holmwood, Dr. Seward, and Quincy Morris, a Texan adventurer, is forced to destroy Lucy to save her soul. They drive a stake through her heart and decapitate her, a harrowing act that steels their resolve to hunt down Dracula. The group discovers that Dracula is targeting Mina next. Van Helsing and his companions use various methods to track Dracula's movements, including hypnosis and analyzing shipping records. They also learn about Dracula's ability to control wolves and other creatures, as well as his weaknesses, such as his aversion to holy symbols and sunlight. Dracula bites Mina, creating a psychic connection between them. This connection allows the group to track Dracula, but also puts Mina in grave danger. As Mina begins to transform into a vampire, the group races against time to find and destroy Dracula before she is lost to them forever. The chase leads them back to Transylvania, where they confront Dracula's gypsy servants, who are transporting him back to his castle. In a climactic battle, they overpower the gypsies and open Dracula's box just as the sun sets. Harker and Morris drive knives into Dracula's heart and throat, destroying him. As Dracula crumbles to dust, Mina is freed from his influence and spared from becoming a vampire. Dracula ends with a sense of relief and closure. Jonathan and Mina Harker return to England, where they start a family, naming their son after their fallen friends. The novel concludes with a note of gratitude for their survival and the hope that the horrors they faced will remain a distant memory. Dracula by Bram Stoker is a masterful blend of horror, suspense, and adventure. Its epistolary format, told through diary entries, letters, and newspaper clippings, adds to the realism and tension of the story. Stoker's creation of Count Dracula has left an indelible mark on popular culture, establishing many of the tropes and characteristics associated with vampires to this day. Thank you for tuning in to Book Summary 5, the 5-minute summary channel. If you enjoyed this summary, please subscribe, like, and share it with your friends. Until next time, happy reading.